Well, it is now Tuesday, September the 4th, 2018, and I am still out here in the Atlanta metro area, Austell to be exact, because I have a total of one day to myself to bop around my old hometown before I have to rush off to the next show, which is a fair over in North Carolina. I know, another fair, right? One of the first things I wanted to do this morning was stop by an old favorite, a breakfast lunch place that closes at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a favorite of the locals and the blue-collar workers out here, a place called Mertens. Only one of 16 left. It's famous for the size of its giant biscuits, its efficiency, its reasonably pricedness, and for its breakfast platters in general. I stopped here tons of times when I worked for the union as a pipe fitter and did work in this area at the little factories out here like Austell Boxboard and other places. I got the scrambled eggs and the biscuit and gravy. There you have it, the hash brown. Let's not forget the coffee. The famous giant Mertens chicken biscuits. I think they call them cathead biscuits. Right there. It's almost hard to call this a biscuit, it's so big. It's basically a chicken sandwich made with a biscuit instead of bread. Oh yeah, tastes exactly like I remember. I'm not sure exactly why I did this, but when I was in Austell, I just found myself taking my old route home to our old home in Mapleton. And I'm out here in the cul-de-sac that I played in growing up. Right behind me is what used to be Baptist Church. We'd throw our bikes over the fence, then climb them and go ride our bikes up here in this Baptist parking lot right here behind me. That's our next door neighbors right there, the Loys. I believe they still live there. And our first Sheltie walked on this driveway right here before it was dry, and you can still, you see those little marks right there? That's his little paw prints where he walked on that sidewalk. And here it is. This is where I spent the first 18 years of my life, in this house here. I thought it had burned down. Apparently they got it fixed back up. My dad built that building in the back. It wasn't a pre-manufactured building. He built it stick by stick all the way. And he also built this add-on, this part right here in the front. Used to be the front porch, but he extended the front of the house out and included the front porch now into the living area, into the living room, and then he built a smaller front porch coming off of that. And where is it? I was looking for the tree that I fell out of and ended up getting stitches in my eye. I think it used to be right here. Okay, that's enough of that. But if you guys remember that story that Lan told about the time I hung myself in the woods, these were the woods right here. And I don't really want to get out in a neighborhood and walk around because that would be considered lurking. But you can kind of see, well, you can, anyway, right after this place ends right here, it slopes down at a steep slope and then flattens out further back there. So that's why my dad couldn't get to me, because he was in a cast that went from his ankle all the way up to almost his waist and couldn't get down this steep slope. But he heard me out there. He heard me yelling. And so he kind of knew that if I was able to get enough breath to yell that loud, I was obviously not in any danger of suffocating and dying anytime soon. So, whew. Wow. The nostalgia feels. This hill right here, I remember that felt so steep when I was growing up. It doesn't look so steep now, but we used to take our roller skates and skateboards down it, and we always crashed. Never could really make this turn. Kept hitting the drainage ditch here, something over here. Eventually gave up on trying to traverse this hill. It was too much for us. And there's my little brother's best friend lived in that house right there. All right, enough with that. You guys don't really care. I'm not a famous person or anything. There you go. Let's get on to the rest of the vlog. It's about 1:30 now, and I'm out here at the Austell farmer's market. Now you'll see that little red blurb between Austell and farmer's market that says international. That's because this is actually more of a Asian market. It caters a lot to Americans because it's in the middle of Austell. And as Asian markets go, this one is newer as compared to a lot of the ones out in Norcross. This one is less than 10 years old, but I've been in here before, so let's go on in again and see what kind of Asian stuff, weird stuff as we think of it, as they think of it in the Asian countries, food, that I can find to stuff into my face. First, I'm going to get the old standby, some tamarind juice, and guava, of course, and passion fruit. Can't go wrong with these. Might as well double up and get the same thing. And the trusted Foco, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Let's get some lychee too. Here's something that looks interesting. It's I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Pichardin sweetbread. It's got something pie-looking crusty right there in the middle of it. I can't imagine that not tasting good. This is the day for desserts. This one looks interesting. It's Caricarures, something Imperial hard. It looks good. They've always got really elaborate seafood departments out here. Lots of tanks. Lots of, well, I guess you know it's fresh if it was just alive. Chicken feed, anyone? Actually, don't knock it. I've heard that these have got some real tonic properties to them. If I found a place that knew how to cook them properly, I would try them. Well, hello, fans of Good Mythical Morning. Look what I've just found. Bull testicles. That is indeed what these are. Would not have imagined they would be that big. Look at this. Now, I've had these whole ones before, and they are really good. Just heat them up in a pan, and the meat just comes right off the bones. But being in a camper, it's a little too messy, but I am so glad they included this in the same bin. This is real smoked herring fillets. All of this for only $5. Oh, I wish I could let you guys smell this, but it smells so delicious. Yeah, that's definitely going in the cart right there. I know what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Alright, back in the truck now. And I think before I go anywhere, I'm going to try this different brand of tamarind juice and this dessert bread stuff. It actually tastes a lot like the Foco, only a little bit cheaper. If that's a thing that can come through and taste, it does feel not quite as pure, a little bit cheaper. Alright, so now this dessert bread stuff, getting the wrapper off of it, this gooey middle actually feels very sticky, very sweet, and the bread feels very crumbly, so well, from the packaging I was expecting kind of a snack cake, but I ended up with more of a cookie, which I'm happy with. It's crumbly, satisfying, and yet not too sweet. Well, it is a little after 3:30 now, and I am back at the square once again, right outside of Eddie's Trick Shop. Now this place, just as the name implies, sells novelty goods, costumes, and magic tricks. Think of it as like a Spencer's Gifts, but not quite as rude. And this place has been here for a long time. He looks like a pink nightmare. You'd think they'd be gearing up their costume section for Halloween because October is next month, but no, this is actually the way it looks all the time. We got one here, fake chest hair, can be used for the Wolfman, or what is this, a disco dancer? Yeah, I guess they were known for a hairy chest, weren't they? Oh, now here's one, 2 birds in 1 stone. We're coming up to Oktoberfest, and then right after that, Halloween. You get 1 costume for both. Now here's where this diverges from your regular Party City type thing. This is some professional makeup here. Some people that are serious about their costumes come here, and they actually have a real knowledgeable salesman back here that can inform you and help you to select the proper makeup and show you how to apply it and that kind of thing. Because if I put this thing on, first thing I'd start doing is chanting and whacking myself in the forehead with a prayer book. I guess I've seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail a few too many times. Look at that, nice big bite mark. Like that. Oh, now I would apply that to my stomach right there. So I think this is an evil howdy doody. That, yeah, it works. Oh, look, we got a little Shinigami here. That is a terrible Elvis. It's like a mask of somebody that's trying to do an impression of Elvis. And Jay Leno is not much better. Happy birthday. Oh, hello there. Astronaut, bulldog, or pug, or Boston Terrier, whatever the heck you are. Oh my goodness, what do we got here? Oh, these are the ones that sing about the savings at the bank. Oh, here we go. Got a Kim Jong-un. Yeah, I want to go as Kim Jong-un. Now that's not a bad Bill Clinton right there. I'm not a crook. Oh, we got a gray. I like the grays. Oh boy. Now we're delving into the uncanny valley here. They look cute in the animes, but somebody tries to look like that, it does not work. Oh, we got your swinger party supplies right here. Oh yeah, look at that. When you pull it back, it actually looks like it's full, so it looks like you're actually injecting someone with it. Blood packs, though. Blood packs. That's definitely not a common item right there. Oh yeah, if you want to look like a rebel, you can have a light-up cigarette that actually glows on the end. You just hold it in your mouth, make it look like you're smoking. I'm a smoking. Okay, here's that comb switchblade I was talking about. Yeah, that's still like the one we found, but real. And the staple of any novelty store. You got your fake poop here. This time coming in different colors, shapes, variations. This one's even kind of heavy and squishy. Look at that. You got the black poop. Well, I know this vlog is starting to run a little long, so I'm going to make this the last stop. I am out here in Smyrna at Uncle Matteo's. If you don't know this chain, they have the same idea as, say, Moe's or Subway, where you kind of watch the cook add the ingredients right there behind the glass. You say, I want a little extra of that, I want a little more of this, and then they run it through the oven. And so it's a pizza made in front of you completely your way. I am here today because every time that I talk about I eat something strange on every episode, the first thing that comes to most people's mind is anchovies on pizza. And so I would say it's about time I actually did it on an episode. I'm going to go in here and eat anchovies on a pizza. You can't quite see it moving, but it's slowly moving, and it's going to go all the way through the oven and come out there. Ding! And there it is. Just came out. They were nice enough to include a bunch of nice big pieces of the anchovies all over this. I think this is the one I'm going to start with right here. Now, as disgusting as a lot of you like to think this is, there's a reason why this topping has endured for so long. For fish lovers like me, this is actually a very, very tasty treat. Exactly like I remembered it. Salty, fishy, working its way into the other ingredients, warming everything up. Just good. Just delicious. So I'm going to turn the camera off now and enjoy the rest of this pizza. Please, guys, if you like this vlog, don't forget to smash that like button. Leave comments and questions and suggestions. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell icon so that you'll know about any other future updates. Share this vlog around. The more subscribers I get, the more motivation I have to keep producing more of these videos. Also, I am only, right now as I'm filming this, only 8 subscribers away from reaching my goal of 200 before the channel is 1 year old. Just coming up very soon. So find me those 8 subscribers, guys. I love you all very much, and I will see you again in the next video.